ASOS.com and I selected before I knew it. Very 90s, almost kind of like Rachel Green from Friends kind of vibe. Emphasis on the word massive. ASOS haul. Guys, what was I thinking? So I thought I would be a waist 36, so this is what a waist 36 is. I just didn't know. Oh my goodness, I was obsessed with this play suit. Post-lockdown, come catch me. Come catch me out here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So today I'm sharing with you guys a massive, emphasis on the word massive, ASOS haul. So I'm really excited about this video. So I literally went on ASOS.com and I selected before I knew it. Like literally just picking everything and anything. Obviously a lot of the items most of the items I'm not going to be keeping. I just wanted to see what they'd look like, and obviously I thought, you know what, I may as well share it on here so you guys can see as well if you are interested or wanting to make purchases. With obviously lockdown lifting soon enough in London, in the country, the UK will be having places to go. So of course I want to, like, you know, pick a few pieces, you know, for the spring, summertime, so I can show out because I am ready. I'm excited to talk through all the outfits I have on this rail with you guys. Like, it's a lot. Yeah, so we're just going to talk through all the outfits and everything that I've tried on. Most of them actually were dresses, which is surprising, and very colourful, which is not me. You can already see the first half of this reel has got colour. I'm not a colour person, so this is new. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy this video, so let's just get straight into it because I know it's going to be a long one and I really hope you enjoy it, so give it a thumbs up. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. First outfits up is this gorgeous satin kind of burgundy slip dress, and oh my goodness, it's stunning. This fit gorgeously. So as someone who has obviously bigger boobs, I never really get to wear like slip dresses because I just feel like they're not flattering on me whatsoever. But because this has a scoop neck, it just sat gorgeously on my chest. I did have a bra on, I think, when I wore this, so you could see the black bra strap, which wasn't too much of a big deal because I thought it just kind of like adds to that casual vibe anyway, and I quite liked it. The material is gorgeous, so nice and soft. Again, it's a satin material and the color is just so stunning, and this would actually make perfect for a summer dress, like a really light summer dress, when the weather obviously is a lot warmer than spring. So I feel like this would be a really good piece. So yeah, I really just love the color. I thought it fit really well. It's quite short, as you guys can see, but this dress, for anyone who has obviously bigger boobs, this is perfect, and it looks just as good on with a bra as well, so definitely check it out. You'll also see I managed to get this dress in the black color as well, and this was everything. It's falling off the hanger. I'm undecided about which color I want to keep. I feel like I'd probably wear the black more, but then having the burgundy is probably just like, it's a nice switch up for the summer season. But the black looked great on. I think it was slightly bigger, even though they're both the same size. This was slightly bigger, but I loved it. Obviously I wore it with trainers because that's my vibe. A dress like this, again, just perfect for the summer season, and I loved wearing it with trainers. Like, I just felt like it looked amazing. So casual, very kind of like 90s vibe, you know. I was feeling myself in this dress, and again, satin, you can't go wrong. Okay guys, so up next I have this gorgeous, this is a very long dress, but it's this rib knit material. And it is a maxi dress, so it's super long, you guys will see. This is a size 12 and it is slightly too big. It kept falling off my shoulder. Well, not falling off my shoulder, but the dress is quite heavy, surprisingly. It's like a strong, like a thick knit material, so it was weighing me down, and as it was pulling down, it was revealing my breasts a little too much than I would, you know, like. For all of you that like the side boob and the cleavage and everything, then go for it. But again, it's still really cute. I think I'm just going to swap it for a smaller size, but I love the color. It's so gorgeous, especially with the gold jewelry I was wearing. I really love this. If you are considering getting this dress, I'd definitely say go a size down, if anything, because it is really stretchy, super, like you can, it's literally bouncing. It's really stretchy, so just go a size down to keep it nice and fit. And the color, oh, you know what? It's so minimal and it's so my vibe. Okay guys, so up next I have this maxi dress again. So this is in the beige caramel kind of tone, v-neck, slightly oversized with a 3/4 sleeve. So the thing is with this dress, don't judge me, obviously I clearly got my sizing wrong. So this dress is actually huge on me. I did quite like it though. It was just a little bit too big, so it just kind of drowned me out a little bit. So if you're thinking of purchasing this dress, I definitely say go a size down. It is oversized because this is a size a size 10, so this was pretty big for a size 10. But I just love the casualness of it all. The color is amazing. Even though it's still quite chilly outside now, I'd probably still wear this just with like a scarf and a jacket and trainers. As you see, that's how I think I styled it with boots in this video, but you know, it's a really cool dress. I love the color, and I definitely say it's super comfortable. But I feel like for a spring piece, this is definitely a good purchase. But yeah, like I said, go a size down. So up next we have this gorgeous blue stripy number, and yes, I loved this dress on. It was figure hugging. You'll see buttoned all the way up, gorgeous, and it kind of like holds you in at the waist. Again, long sleeve, and I just love the vibe of this. It like reminds me of something like maybe from like the 80s, you know. Nice material as well. This would definitely work for a spring summer transition piece. Color so spring, like obviously stripe and blue, like you can't go wrong. It is the spring vibe. But I love the length, again, nice and modest, and again it's just a gorgeous fit. So I definitely say check it out. I really enjoyed wearing this. What is the material actually? I don't know. But yeah, it was a gorgeous dress, and I love the detailing as well, and it really holds you in at the waist, which is a really nice touch for this dress as well, so thumbs up. Okay, up next is one of my favorites. Like, oh my goodness, I was obsessed with this play suit. If you didn't know, it is a play suit, it's not a dress, and the color, the rustic burnt orange kind of color, just worked gorgeously on my skin tone. You guys will see obviously in the footage. I loved this play suit, and this is definitely staying in my wardrobe. This is perfect for spring, perfect for summer, dare I say even the autumn period, where you get those periods of like, you know, warm weather. The belt detail and like a nice touch to this as well. So comfortable. Again, I think it's the color for me that just made it so perfect. And as someone who rarely wears like shorts or play suits, I feel like this was so flattering on me. Like, it wasn't too short where you could see up my butt cheeks, because you know sometimes play suits be doing that, and we ain't about that life, okay? We are not about that. So this was a really good length, you know, and I loved how flowy it is as well. And I feel like this would be a great piece for holiday as well. It is a little bit on the thicker side, which I quite like actually, so it's a good material. And I think this was such a like literally such a perfect option for the spring summer season, and I'm so glad I picked it up, and it's definitely staying with me. It's staying in my wardrobe, and you will be seeing it on the gram soon, okay, when I have somewhere to go, which will be soon hopefully. Okay, so I can't really remember much about this dress, aside from the fact that I think the main reason I feel like I picked this up was because of the sleeves. The color is great as well, obviously sticking to like my minimal kind of neutral earthy tone. Aside from that, I really don't have much to say about this dress. I won't be keeping it. It wasn't like the most flattering dress. It was kind of very simple. I think it worked for me because I was quite tall. If you are on the shorter side, I wouldn't say this is like a great purchase, because it is quite kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it weighs you down a little bit. Like, there's no shape on the, you know, the waist, but I definitely say the sleeves were like the main thing that drew me to getting this this dress. Like, I loved the ruching details on the sleeve. Yeah, the color is great as well, but I just don't think it did much for me like some of the other dresses that I picked up. It's not for me, unfortunately. Okay, again, so now I have this maxi dress. Again, I really loved this, and I'm definitely keeping this. The color, again, is gorgeous. It just worked so well with the darker skin tone. Obviously worked for any other skin tone, but I just love specifically how it looked on my skin tone. And I know for us darker girls who like to wear color, you know, it's important for our, you know, brightly colored dresses or outfits to work well with our skin tone. I feel like this kind of mustardy color worked well on dark skin. It was so gorgeous, and paired with like obviously gold jewelry as well. It's everything. I love the length. I love how breezy this was. This was a size 12 again. It was oversized, but I feel like it had more shape than the previous dress I showed you. This one, I think the fact that it has this kind of like cut off detail going off here with the stitching, it just made it seem much more of a better fit. Like, I feel like it's so simple, so basic, but it does so much, and I just love the color again, and it's just super comfortable, and it was a great purchase. Guys, this dress was everything. The color, the fit, the sleeves, the pattern, everything. And I'm not much of a color person. Like, I don't wear a lot of color, but this, baby, this is staying in my wardrobe, and it will be worn in the spring, in the summer, in the autumn, damn near even in the winter. I'll put some tights on this with some boots. I loved it so much. I love the cut. You guys will see in the footage, I just love the way this fit. Obviously I was wearing the wrong bra with this dress, so don't come at me, I was wearing a sports bra. But I love the ruching on the waist. It just kind of adds like a really nice kind of like detail, and it like holds you at the waist. The sleeves as well, I love the puffy kind of like sleeve. And it's just so gorgeous. Like the material, I really don't know what material this is. What is this material? Is it like a visco? I think it's something that would be called a visco material, if I can find a label. So yes, oh my god, I was right. Yes, so it is 100% viscose, not visco, viscose. But I was close enough, okay? I don't think I showed you guys the back. If I did, I'll insert the footage. But obviously it's got like this, a simple button here, and then it's got like a split at the back, you know. So your bra strap will be showing. Definitely a spring summer dress. Okie dokie. So up next again, I have another rustic colored dress. This is a wrap dress. This is a maxi one again. I was trying to be very careful with what I showed you guys in the footage, because obviously you can see it still has the ASOS tag on it. I don't know if I'm in love with this as much as I'm in love with the play suit. I feel like the play suit is something I'll definitely be keeping and wearing more often. I'm just not too sure. I don't know, I feel like the sleeves were kind of like weighing me down a little bit, like it just didn't have any shape. Maybe because of the size. What size is this? Okay, no, I'm so wrong. It's a size 14. Why is this a size 14? What's wrong with me? Okay, that is why. It was kind of it just felt really like it was dragging me down. And I can see why, because it's a big, super big size. I think with this I'd probably go for like a size 10, but yeah, it felt like it was too big, and I can see why, because it was too big. But again, it's nice and flowy, good length, and for us tall girls as well. I'm still undecided, but I think if I'm gonna keep it, I'll definitely have to get a smaller size, because it was just too big, and you could definitely tell, because I felt it, I just didn't know it was the wrong size, so hey. Up next, we got more colors, guys. More color. Love, love, love this dress. Like the color was everything. And obviously it's an open back V-neck that has a string that's kind of like, that ties it together so it sits well on your shoulder. Again, I feel like this was a little bit too big. This is a size 12 surprisingly, so I'm quite surprised it was so big for a size 12. So I definitely need to go like a size down or two with this one, because it was quite oversized. But again, really pretty color. Love the length. I feel like I have a theme here, like, you know, it's got to be like a V-neck, because it really works with, and because I have broad shoulders, I think I'm realizing V-necks work really well with someone like me who has like a broad shoulders and like a, you know, heavy chest. So it kind of just brings everything down, like, you know, which I quite like. So it doesn't point out the obvious, like my shoulders and my boobs and everything, because I'm always trying to kind of like just minimize attention, and this definitely is that. It did a really good job. I just feel like obviously around the waist it was just a little bit too big, and I think when I turned around as well, this was kind of like hanging super low, like it wasn't even level. And again, it's quite thick, so it's good material. Like ASOS, you know what, I will definitely say, like the materials on some of these items are actually amazing and incredible. Like I feel like they'd last for years to come for sure. So ooh, the hanger just fell off. But yeah. Okay, so up next, of course, you know, it wouldn't be a Nadine haul if there wasn't black involved. Okay, I have to have something black, otherwise it wouldn't be me. All this color was getting to my head, like I had to throw a little bit of a dark color. So here we have this black doll dress. Again, the sizing was not right, it was too big, and I don't understand, because this is a size 12, so it came off really big. It's either I'm losing weight, which is a good thing, or I just really, again, just have no understanding of my actual true size. But anyway, it just felt too big. You'll see, like it didn't really have any shape to it. Honestly, like, you know, and I really thought because of like the ruching around the waist, like it would have held me in. I think I even held it back in the video just to see what it looked like if it was a little bit tighter or a little bit singed at the waist. So I don't have a dress like this, so ideally I'd have loved for it to have been this, but it's just a simple, you know, doll poplin dress, if that's what you want. Poplin dress? I don't know the saying, but I call it a doll dress. And I loved the detail around the neck. Like that's so different, because you don't get that in dresses like this. So that was quite cute, and it just has a little zip at the back that opens up, so it's really easy to get into. Yeah, just a simple piece, simple black piece. Okay guys, another one of my favorites is this dress. I didn't even button it up, but I loved, let me just bring down the ISO a little bit, it's so bright. Okay, cool, so you can see that better. Love the color. It's so fresh, and it's definitely spring vibes as well. Okay, so I'm definitely keeping this. Again, the length is gorgeous. You guys will see how flattering this was in the footage. Such a great fit, and it was a size 12. Loved the sleeve, and it's so nice and airy, and it's just a great piece for spring. definitely one of my favorites to have tried on in this video. And I definitely say I love the fact that it's a button-up detail. I don't know, it's just so vintagey. Like, I love that feel. Like, it's a nice little vintage piece. So yeah, great piece. Okay. Guys, what was I thinking? What is this? It's like a denim dress that just, honestly, even looking at it on the hanger, what was I thinking? I think the model on the website definitely like slayed it to a T, because I don't know why I purchased this denim dress. Firstly, the size is just so wrong, like a size 14. I don't know, I thought, because with denim comes up really tight sometimes, I thought this would be really small, so I went up like 2 sizes. And it just, obviously you'll see in the footage, like I didn't even bother like wearing it for very long because it just didn't look cute at all. I loved the fact that it was denim because I don't own any denim dresses, so I thought this would be a great piece to add. And obviously the silver button details were really nice with the belt as well, really cute. It just showed up really big, so I couldn't obviously see it for what it truly could have been. But obviously if I was to wear something like this, I'd definitely style it with, like, you know, that edgy rock and roll kind of vibe. But I don't know, would I actually have kept it? I don't know if I would have, because it didn't really do much for me. Like, I feel like there are other black dresses that I have that could just, you know, that would do well. I guess it's just because it's denim. I wanted it, but it didn't work out for me this time. Okay, so we're coming up to our last few pieces now. So up next I have this mocha crop top with a v-neck. I really like this. It was a little bit too small on me. What size is, okay, so this is a size 12. That was actually very surprising. I actually didn't know this was a size 12. I thought it was a size 10, but it still came up really tight on me. It is really cute though. It's a great color. I loved the cut on the neck. That was super flattering. I just knew I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing something like this out in public because it just drew too much attention. Not in a bad way, because it is very flattering, but I just don't, it's not my vibe, but it looked cute on, I must say. So you'd have seen with that top, I paired it with these corduroys. I say corduroy. Forgive me. These corduroy trousers I love. The color is gorgeous. Nice length to it. I love this little like patchwork detail, this leather patch thing on the back. Like, that's such a nice touch, and I really loved it about these trousers. I probably wear this with, you know, my Zara sandals as I showed in the video, or just kind of trainers, and they're a really good length for tall girls, you know, us tall girls out here. Really comfortable as well. These are waist 32. I had to Google what waist 32 even was because I ordered them originally. I actually have the other pair here, so I thought I would be a waist 36, and this is what a waist 36 is. I just didn't know. So when I finally checked it out correctly, I think this is like a size 18. So that was a 36, and this is a waist 32, which I believe is a size 12. So it's a little bit big on the waist, but I don't mind because I like my trousers to be quite loose fitted and breathable, and I just love these. So yeah, great piece. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a clip of this jumper. You'll see I paired it with this white shirt that I'm wearing now. You can't go wrong with a white shirt. So I definitely feel like it's a good piece to add to your wardrobe. Even though this shirt was a little bit too big, I quite liked the look of it. I definitely feel like I need to go size down possibly, but I still quite like how it's oversized it is. So like, oversized shirt is definitely a thing. I feel like you need to own a white shirt in your wardrobe. If you haven't got one like me, then definitely get one. It's a great spring summer piece, and I definitely feel like this shirt is it. Yeah, so that's the white shirt, and I did pair it with this blue jumper, this navy jumper shall I say. Again, this was oversized. Like, I honestly don't know where my brain's at when I pick out extra larges. Why? This is an extra large. Clearly I'm not an extra large, and it really drowned me out, but you guys will see the vibe that I was going for, because I paired this jumper with this trousers and this white shirt, and it was like a boyish kind of, like, you know, minimalist style, and I quite liked it. Like, definitely inspired by menswear, because it was definitely a fit. Like, it looked really cute. I just obviously feel like the jumper was a bit too big, so I definitely need to go a size like 3 sizes down, okay? Because I just really liked the fit, kind of like simple, breezy, like I didn't try, but I tried, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe. That's the vibe I got with this outfit, and I really liked it. So yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, we're getting to the end of this whole video. So up next is this green knitwear 2-piece, and oh my gosh, I loved this. I love The cami top, again slightly too big, but I don't mind. What size was this? A 14, yeah, so I could have probably gone in for a size 12, but I didn't mind too much anyway. And obviously pairing it with the cardigan, it's just a cute vibe, very 90s, almost kind of like Rachel Green from Friends kind of vibe. I paired it with my blue jeans, I quite liked that together. Can't go wrong, it's really cute, and it's just a good color on my skin tone. Like, I loved it. The colors, all these bright colors I'm picking out just look so good on my skin tone. I'm so here for it because it rarely happens, but when it does, it's magic, honey. Magic. Okay, so we're on to the last item on my rail today, and that is this ribbed knit top. It was way too tight. Honestly, what can I say? It was just way too tight. This is a size 10, so it makes sense. I just didn't expect the material to be as thick as it is. Really thick and sturdy, I can't even speak, and not a lot of breathing room, because as soon as I put it on I was like, why can't I breathe? I feel so restricted. I'd probably go for a 12 in this to be more comfortable, because it is really fitted. But yeah, it's a nice color. It looked really nice with my denim blue jeans from Zara. Again, it's just a simple basic top. So yeah, I feel like this is a really nice simple piece just to add to your wardrobe. And lastly, the last item in the haul is this jumpsuit. Well, yeah, this jumpsuit, this dungaree, shall I say, that I'm wearing now. But I'm so in love with this Kudroy playsuit no, it's not a playsuit, it's a jumpsuit. No, it's not a jumpsuit, it's dungarees, okay? It's a dungaree. Love with it, in love with it, in love with it. It reminds me of like, oh my god, from my youth days, okay? And I used to hate wearing stuff like this, but now it's such a vibe, like, hello. I love the color. Obviously like a nice brown caramel tone, and I feel like this would look really great, just as good with a polo neck on as well as a white shirt like as I'm wearing. And it's just a great piece, I feel, to add to your spring summer collection. But yeah, just a simple dungaree, and I love that. Like, oh my god, such a vibe. Like, I feel like I don't know why I did that. For the purpose of the video, I don't know, like it really didn't do much. I just wanted to unhook it and I wanted to hook it back again, so there we go. And it has pockets. Can't go wrong with anything that has pockets. Okay, so that is it for this ASOS haul. Very long. I have over 20 items here. Wait, 21 outfits, and I tried them all for you guys, but it's fine because hey, fashion is life, baby. Okay. Fashion is life. Lockdown is coming to an end. We want to look our best, so okay, so that is the end of this haul. I really hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. I really had so much fun filming it. Everything that I've put in this video, I'll put it in the description box down below so you guys can check it out with links. If I can find links, hopefully they're all still available. So yeah, now this is it. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and comments again down below. Check out my Instagram if you want to connect. Hit me up. Let's talk. Let's engage. And yeah, let me know as well your favorite outfit from this haul video. I know I have many, and yeah, I didn't plan on having this many that I liked, but I do, so it's a good thing because it means my wardrobe is going to be fly this summer. Okay, post lockdown, come catch me out here. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking now before this video becomes any longer than it needs to be. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.